So this piece is called The Devil's Womb, and when I was a kid, it seemed like everybody's house, mostly grandma's, had this little statuette of the three wise monkeys with the little plaque on it that said Three Wise Monkeys. And it was see no evil, speak no evil, and hear no evil. And what the grandmas would tell all the kids is that, you know, life can be rough, and when bad things happen, you should just get over it and not let it continue to bother you and affect you. And in a way, that's a good message, is that you have to know that things are going to be hard sometimes and be prepared to move past that and not allow it to continue to be baggage that you carry around that continues to harm you and affect your life. But the other thing that I got out of it is that I was always told whatever happens inside the family, you don't tell anybody else about it. And my family was very abusive. So as a result, I was told, you know, the message was be like the three wise monkeys. Don't tell people of the physical abuse or sexual abuse or the alcoholism or the, you know, whatever other things were going on, that don't tell people about that. Don't talk about that. That's family business. You leave it here. Well, I wasn't able to completely just let that go and act as if it didn't affect me, because I did continue to carry it, and it was just too traumatic of something to not affect me. I thought I was letting it go when I was a kid, but as I moved into my adolescence and then into my adulthood, I realized I wasn't really letting it go. I was stuffing it down, and it was coming out in my life sideways and affecting me, even though I was pretending that it wasn't even there. So this piece is called The Devil's Womb, because I believe that when you play the see no, speak no, hear no evil, that in actuality what you're doing is you're creating a womb for that evil thing to grow and develop and become stronger and have a bigger effect on your life. As your life continues, it's going to continue to affect you. So on the inside, we have the devil. And so in recovery of drugs and alcohol, or in the AA program, the 12-step programs, that there's a saying called, you're as sick as your secrets. And so a part of the steps is you do an inventory of the things that, the values that you have, the things that have happened in your life. Some of those things might be things that you did that you have to go out and make amends to other people for having done those things. Some of it are things that you had done to you, and that it was beyond your power to really control it. So, you know, you have to be able to come to grips with those things too. And so we also have something that's called the death list, that a lot of us are like, okay, I'm going to take care of that. I stole from people, I manipulated people, I took advantage of people in ways that I was using them for my benefit, but it was at their expense, and I knew that when I was doing it, that it wasn't a mutual beneficial thing, but that I was winning and they were losing. And I set them up for it and was dishonest with them when I was manipulating the situation for me to get something that that I was taking from them. So you know, those are some of the kinds of things that I would have to go back and try to make amends for. But then there's other things that I would go, well, you know, I was physically abused. I could kind of deal with that. That's a hard one. I was sexually abused. And so that one there was like one that it was like, that's on my death list. I'm not going to tell anybody that that happened to me. And I'm not even really wanting to admit that to myself. I'm burying that really deep, and I'm taking it to the grave with me. So eventually what I learned was that was something that was really affecting me in a very, very strong way, and that I needed to bring it out and deal with it and quit creating that womb to protect it and allow it to hurt me. So I was eventually able to do that and stop doing the, you know, see no, speak no, hear no evil type of thing, and that allowed me to start moving into recovery of my sexual abuse. And I used the 12-step program for that, just the same as I did for alcohol or addictions. That I just said, instead of saying I am powerless and my life has become unmanageable over my alcohol use, it was I am powerless and my life has become unmanageable over my sexual abuse, and work through all the same steps the same way, but just focus on that other issue. And again, it helped me to be able to move on and have a healthy life that included being able to have relationships with people that I could trust them and respect them and allow people to get close to me in ways that I couldn't do that until I did the personal work that I needed to do.